NFL 23 on EA Sports, where representatives from the AFC and NFC will square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, the sun has gone down, and so has the thermometer, as EA Sports welcomes you to venerable Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, everybody, alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City, from the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And I think this is a run we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Hardman on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes right side. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes flush to his right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go now on first and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So the touchdown there. That play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the draw's first play.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Calling an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards and time.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The tight end is certainly positioned built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7.
Now here's Mahomes. Caught on the slant. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Well, now how about this return?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Room here to run.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
From just shy of midfield,
Hurts.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Hardman to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in the situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football
as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll start with the option.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And the Chiefs are going to get it. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 23.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Now McKinnon to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was up just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, Swift. A nice little juke. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second down at 4. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, look at the juke. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it. He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Throwing is Hurts.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mahomes now on first down. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length. Because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's the option play going left. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The keeper gets him 7 that time to That's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, the people came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Mahomes firing complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. Talking about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On 1st down, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It was a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 24, Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Hurts to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 16, Mahomes escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. Stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 6. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for Philadelphia. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded right around the 8. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3. On play action, it's Mahomes. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
From the 31, Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? that time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give right side Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 110 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Screen play, McKinnon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Now Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 29 yards.
And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 5-yard touchdown. As his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And out now come the Eagles. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, Hurts. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Dana in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, he shifts past him. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. The key is here, hauling it in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 41, Hurts. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Call it a gain of a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion, surprised with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yards. Here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff to Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it will bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think it's a guy probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Eagles. Olamide Zacchaeus. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Alford from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And out come the Chiefs now. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL, but it seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's a handoff to Swift running left to about the 48-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on the right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. George Karlaftis, his 2nd sack of the night.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Screen play, McKinnon. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches. We just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. On first down, Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Hands it off out of the gun. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will get the lead up to 7. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 7. A minute 50 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. And his pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball downfield, you got to move the chains.
Exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines going for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to